What about Barbara? Have you been able to speak with Barbara Garcia?
I have. Barbara is not going to be able to attend.
Right.
Or Zoom because of her sister and her health situation.
Yeah, she's got
her hands full.
Yeah, she's got
She would have been able to come, but it's like we've been around, all of us. We witnessed her lose her mom, and we're not trying to add any stress to her with her sister possibly.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm also pretty okay with that because she was the one person who was really able to testify at the juvenile hearings, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
She testified at the juvenile hearings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what I understood from the juvenile hearings is that one of the problems is that, that you kind of run out of time, or Miss Lewis wasn't given the opportunity to come into court and testify. That happened, right?
For which one? For the...
Well, how many hearings... let me backtrack then. Which hearings have you testified at previously?
I haven't testified at any hearing.
Okay, well, good.
None.
Then that's what I thought. I'll work backwards here.
So will you be able to utilize any notes that Barbara's said or given you to say, hey...
Yeah, I mean, Barbara came in... When was that?
A couple of weeks ago, I believe.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't this past week. I think it may have been the week before last.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked a little bit about what she'd witnessed, and she gave me some of the information about the the postal workers party.
Oh yeah.
And I know that after she had appeared at one of the hearings that Sabrina had threatened her job and just kind of acted inappropriately.
Threatened to kill her.
Right. And so without her being present, that we may not be able to get that in, because I mean here's the thing. If we ask Sabrina on the stand, isn't it true that you threatened to kill Barbara Garcia after she testified at whatever hearing, and she says no, then there's no one really to say otherwise, because the person to say otherwise would have been Barbara herself. Mm-hmm. But it's also it can be relevant to the entire custody issue generally, just because we're looking at her Sabrina's mental well-being in the first place, and also because it's how are we supposed to put on any kind of decent case if you're going to threaten people who come forward or anything like that. But it doesn't, it has limited bearing in and of itself on the well-being of the children, each parent's ability to take care of them, and apart from just that kind of reflection on her mental status. But I feel like we're going to get there anyway, just from everything that's gone on in this case.
I'm just glad you got a chance to talk to
I was thinking if they're trying to bring out the fact that he's on a violent level, wouldn't that indicate also that she's volatile?
Well, I never threatened to kill him.
No, I'm talking about her. Because they're trying to paint a picture of you being a monster, but she has a temper and has threatened people, so that's what I'm saying. So wouldn't that indicate that she has a problem with her temper?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but
She can't use that.
I know. I understand.
If anything,
I just think that we're going to have other examples of that.
But she knows by listening to Barbara. Mm-hmm. Barbara is like a different person from me, you, or Mama. So that's her, that's Erin's way of saying, this is another person telling me about what she's witnessed with the mom. So.
Okay.
All right, so this was the question that we asked her. We said, identify each and every person who has substantial knowledge of facts and events that you have asserted in your pleadings or in any answers to these interrogatories, whether on any issue concerning custody and visitation of the minor children, including a summary of what you allege that person's knowledge to be of said facts and circumstances. And her answer is Tyree Carr, Joe Thomas Harris, Arnisa Cooper, that's one person I left out. Arnisa Cooper, Brenda Lewis. I allege all have some knowledge of said facts regarding custody and visitation because they have all been present on many occasions during our custody battle. So according to that answer, you have the exact same level of knowledge as those other 3 people. So why would we need anyone but you?
Okay.
Because according to this answer, you're all just going to say the same stuff. You
So
have
which means
you
she'll
have
need to
knowledge
pedophile
of
there.
said facts regarding custody and visitation because you have been present on many occasions during the custody
Tyree.
battle. Okay. Coolio.
I mean, she is that part. That what she's stating is true.
I mean, it's correct.
But you don't know what I'm gonna say.
Well, I exactly. but you know, again, we're not looking at what the 4 people listed here actually know.
Mhm.
We're looking at what she says they know
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you know, according to, if she's the one preparing for litigation, and this is all that she knows these people to know, then I mean, she wouldn't ask them anything else apart from these things because you wouldn't even know to ask them. And so, and fortunately, there was no supplemental answer to this interrogatory because I was a little worried about that too because it